Hello, I'm finally going to talk about plavini. This is a bit strange for me because it's a sort of crossover video that applies to both accounts. First of all, there's a quick anatomy lesson for you. This is a view of the upper part of the respiratory system and the digestive system. What you have is the nasal cavity here, the buccal cavity, the inside of the mouth here, and then you have this tube here, the esophagus, which goes down to the stomach, and this tube here, the trachea, which goes down to the lungs. There you go, two stomach, two lungs. You also have something that closes the throat off called the epiglottis. This is the part of your body that you move when you go as in the Cockney bottle. This here is the uvula, the dangly thing at the back of your throat, back of your mouth rather. And the soft palate up here is what you close when you say g rather than ng. When you say ng, you're allowing air to go up your nose. When you say g, you're stopping it from going up your nose. So what you can do is you can close that across like that, and you do that all the time when you pronounce things. Now, obviously, if you breathe out along your trachea and you close this and these, your lips, and you don't allow any air to come up out of your mouth or out of your nose, what will inevitably happen is that air will go down here into your stomach. At the top you have the cardiac sphincter. You can open this, or you can learn to open this. This is one of the things that I do in plavini. There's the lesser curvature, the greater curvature, and the fundus. Now, when the stomach fills with whatever it fills with, the greater curvature gets bigger and it expands upwards there, and there's a bubble of air, and that air can get bigger. That's called the fundus, and that's going upwards. When you close that and you breathe out, what happens is it passes down through the cardiac sphincter and fills the stomach. When the stomach's full, there's a reflex which opens the pyloric sphincter, and then the contents will pass out that way. That's down to the duodenum and down into the intestines. Now for what I actually do. Just to show you, to move sideways, it's possible to use the actual, without doing any breathing in or out, you can actually gulp down air immediately. And you do that by just opening this here in your throat, and just by straining in like that, but holding your lungs closed. So what you do is you go, now that's enabled me to swallow a small amount of air, and I can do that again. See? Not particularly efficient. Now, plavini is always supposed to be done standing up, sitting up, but it can be done lying down. And this is what you do. You take a deep breath, and then you breathe out gently, relaxing this area. So you go, and do it sideways. Now it's easier to do lying down, so that's what I'm going to do. Relax, breathe in, and then breathe out, but without breathing out through your mouth. So you go. Now, there is another way of doing this, which is a bit easier. The other way is to swallow by gulping, like this. That's the other method.